All right, everybody, welcome back. Okay, guys, so yesterday it was announced that Shiba Inu is currently developing a mobile game with a yet unnamed AAA game studio, and the game is going to be available on the App Store and the Android Store, and it's going to be a unique way to bring the Shiba Inu brand to the masses. Now, the biggest question on most holders' minds is how can a non-blockchain game affect the price of Shiba Inu? So today, I'm going to show you exactly how much we can expect from the burns which Satoshi said are going to be coming from the upcoming game. Alright guys, welcome back to SHIB Planet everyone. This is Ace. Okay guys, so the developers they have revealed that they intend to create a seven-figure game which is worthy of the million investors of the Shiba Inu brand. Now, seven figures, it means that the game has to gross at least 10 million a year. And at 10 million a year, this makes sense for games which are developed by AAA game developers. Now, before I go into the potential burns, let's quickly recap what we know so far about the games. So, my understanding is that there's going to be two distinct games which are going to be developed and ready in 2022. One will be a centralized non-blockchain game, and the other one is going to be a decentralized blockchain-based game. Now, one is going to be a mobile game which will run on iOS and on Android, and it'll be free to play and it'll have in-app purchases. Now, I've also seen some communications on other platforms where Satoshi says that this game is going to be a card-based game whose style is going to be similar to the hugely popular Yu-Gi-Oh series and card game, at least in visual and maybe mechanics. Now, I suppose this makes sense because the style of the Shiboshis, they would fit in quite well with this type of game mechanic, because Shiboshis have different traits and abilities like laser eyes, for example. And also these games are quicker and easier to develop, and they have a very wide appeal, and they're probably cheaper to develop too. Now, the second game is going to be a decentralized game, which is going to run on Shibarium, according to the article. Now, it will use the same visual elements as the mobile game, but this time each element is going to be an NFT, meaning that for those of you who've missed out on the massive Shiboshis gains, you'll have the opportunity to own new Shiba Inu NFTs, which will have direct in-game utility. Able to, you'll also be able to play, since it's a play-to-earn game, users will have various ways to be able to earn leash, bone, and SHIB. Now, while this is not confirmed, I personally think that users will be able to get special in-game NFTs by burning Shiba Inu ecosystem tokens as well. But that's just my own opinion. As for the mobile game, Satoshi mentioned that part of the revenue is going to come from the from the mobile game, and it'll go directly towards burning SHIB and leash. Now, I'm on a private group with some SHIB influencers, and we asked him to clarify what this could look like. And this is basically a summary of what Satoshi responded and said. Now, out of the in-game revenue, about 30% of that goes to an app store in fees, for example, Apple or Android. And then perhaps there'll be another 20% which will go to expenses, which will help keep the game going. And the remaining 30 to 50%, it'll be available for both burning and also keeping the app functional and supported. And these amounts, I think they were just examples that he was using, that he provided, although the final figures will probably, could be quite different from the final outcome. Now, so what I did was I went and I took a look at the top grossing battle card games which are currently available, and the ones which are similar to the one which is currently being built. And let me just scroll down here. Now this is Yu-Gi-Oh! This is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Battle card game, which currently gives an idea of what to expect if you're familiar with this type of this brand of game. Now, this game was actually built by Konami, which is a huge AAA game studio behind Metal Gear Solid. According to Sensortown Analytics, that's the website which I used to do some of this research, it's this game here, its October revenue was about 6 million in the month of October, and it grew by around about 500,000 users across Android and Apple, which is cool. Now, for the SHIB game to be able to meet its seven-figure target, it'll have to average close to $1 million a month, and hopefully, we can reach this, with the help of our AAA game studio, our veteran consultant, William Volk, and also our advertising budget, which we've been slowly accumulating since July. Okay, so let's just say Shiba Inu can manage about 1/3 of Yu-Gi-Oh's success. That'll be roughly about 2 million a month, at its peak, and which is about $24 million a year. And if a minimum of 30% of that goes into SHIB burns, that'll be roughly about $8 million, which will be close to, well, about 200, maybe even 250, a quarter of a trillion SHIB, in burns. Now, I personally think that's a great result, but I'm not naive, and I know that this barely puts a dent in the circulating supply in the short term. So, to me, this further illustrates the importance of all the burn features all at the same time, of which this is just one. And there's going to be plenty more where this comes from. I personally think that by this time next year, virtually everything which is built by the Shiba Inu brand is going to have burns associated with it. There'll be, for example, as I've mentioned on this channel many times, there'll be more pairs listed on the new ShibaSwap 2.0, and many of them will hopefully be able to opt to burn SHIB and leash. The Shiboshis are going to have an increased demand because of the game, and the Shiboshi naming burns will also increase. Now, I'm also hoping that ShibaSwap 2.0 will introduce transactional burns, because I know that this is a feature which has been very much requested all across the community. And there are also like many community initiated burns like playlist burns, ad revenue burns, crypto project burns, which I've also mentioned in previous videos. And also the now payment burns are now fully operational, and by then many more businesses would be accepting and burning SHIB and leash as well. Now I'm hoping that the Shiba Inu incubator and ShibaNet will have transactional burns associated with it. In fact, it would be crazy if they didn't. And speaking of crazy burns, let me just scroll down here. The way that I see it, the biggest burns could come from this here ShibaNet, which was mentioned in the previous Medium article. ShibaNet is basically, ShibaNet, it basically allows everyday businesses to prevent fraud and counterfeits by using networks of NFT technology. At least that's one of the uses. Now, this part is just my own opinion, but according to The Economist, every year about $20 billion is lost due to counterfeit trade, and a lot of that is in the luxury goods industries. Now, NFTs have a very interesting use case where they can actually add an extra layer of authenticity, as well as give businesses the ability to track royalties across the supply chain. Now, this is actually a real world problem which the SHIB team is looking to solve. In fact, at the moment, the system is apparently already functioning, and according to previous announcements. Now, if we can present this solution and actually be able to get a share of this $20 billion in recovered revenue, can you imagine what even a small percentage of ShibaNet burn transactions would be? And that's this amount here of 20 billion is just based on United States. Now, that same report actually says that worldwide, the counterfeit problem is about 500 billion globally. Now, do you see now why for Shiba Inu to explode, we can't just confine ourselves to providing utility for crypto and DeFi and things like that? We literally have to use decentralized techniques and technology to solve real world problems. And if we have burns associated with that, then with that kind of utility, then in my view, it's boom. 1 cent doesn't seem to be so far away. Anyway, guys, that is it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Before I log off, guys, Minted Crypto USA is having a Black Friday sale, and if you guys are interested in actually owning your own realistic, high-quality physical collectible coins of your favorite crypto, whether it be SHIB, Doge, or Bitcoin, or any others, you can just head over to their website. I have personally ordered the red one, and I'm looking to get this gold one here very soon, hopefully before the holidays. And their shipping speeds are actually much faster now, and if you're in the US, it can be as fast as 2 days. And they are having a limited time Black Friday sale. If you guys use the coupon code over here, Black Friday, you'll get 20% off your entire purchase, and I will leave my affiliate link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. This is Ace. Peace.